Take a swing at this. Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, cheers. Got my gallon. And what time is it? I'm on, what was that, 4? Trust me, it's on 5-ish. Here we go. Let's do this thing. What's up, peeps?
What's up, guys?
All right. Let's start this right now. First of all, like I always started out with, tomorrow's isolation workouts. Today's went pretty well, but let's talk about tomorrow's. The first 5 are the same: extended layups, elbow jumpers, step back jumpers, scissor ladders to shots, Icky shuffle. The next 5 are, it's a fun one. All right. Off the bounce alley-oops. All right. So I know the young kids can't do this, but whatever. You're gonna run in, bounce the ball. On the way up, you're gonna jump and catch the ball in the air and then shoot a layup. The other way that you can do it is by the regular way that you see in the dunk shows. Throw the ball up, let it bounce, and then run in and then catch it in the air. So it's something off the bounce.
It's really fun.
Yeah,
that's a really fun way.
So it's a fun drill. You guys are gonna do it for a minute. And then the next one is ankle breaker crossovers. Step, crossover to there, and then pull up. Make sure that you switch hands, direction, and speed. Mm-hmm. So you want to go slow, and then hit, and then go fast, and then go fast the other way. So it's all about change of speed. And then there's fake behind the back to layup. That's another fun one. Come in, hit, fake, and then bring it back, and then score. I'll talk about the footwork in a second. And then curl jumpers. Just from the baseline, just the curl ones, not the step back, not the dribble, just the curl ones. Okay, I'm stealing from the curriculum where we're talking about horseshoe shots. So it's a Tuesday, so we have horseshoe shots for Tuesday. This is the simulation for that. All right. So curl jumpers, and then the last one is extended monoginobili layup. All right, we did that one 2 weeks ago. So you're on the elbow. You're gonna go diagonally across. So your first step is gonna be right here, and hide it, and then score it. To talk about all 5, off the bounce. Again, you run in. This is not videotaped. I've added this one just for the heck of it. You're gonna run in for a layup, and then bounce it, jump in the air, and then catch it, and then score it. Or you can throw it in the air, run in, bounce it, jump in the air, catch it, score it. That one. Every group should have at least one person that understands that. Ankle breaker crossovers. Again, if I stand up and you're dribbling, all right, you step up and then you step. As you step, you go out this way. Okay? As you step and go out this way, you're gonna lower the ball and then cross it over to the other way. So step, cross, and then you catch like this. All right. And again, you want to move your shoulders too. So you're like this, boom, you hit, shoulders like this, all right, shoulders like that. That's crazy. I can't even dance, but when I do a crossover, I kind of got it, right? I kind of got it. All right. So that's the ankle breaker crossover to shots. What we've been doing lately in the little intermission time in the middle where everyone's getting water, we've been letting the best players go first and start early. So you guys, instead of a minute, you guys can have like a minute and a half, a minute 45 seconds, if you want to show the drill to everyone else beforehand. All right. So it's a sneaky way to get in some extra time. And then for fake behind the back layup, you come in for a layup. Normally a layup is hit with the opposite foot down and then 2 steps. But now it's going to be hit with the opposite foot down. During your next step, you're going to fake it behind your back. Then you get an extra step, bring it back in front. Then you raise your shooting leg up to actually shoot the shot. So it's the timing of it, okay? Bounce, behind the back fake, and then shot. If you can't go behind your back because you can't grip the ball like this, then what you can do is go out like this. You can look that way, like that, and then bring it together and shoot. So you go bounce out on the second step, and then bring it together on the third and then shoot. So it's either this or this. So either this or this. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm faking myself out now. It's a nice one. And then for curl jumpers, you spin the ball out. You want to make sure that you curl outside the key and then catch the ball with the inside foot pivot The inside foot is facing the basket. All right, your hands are ready. As you spin it, you're running for the ball. Get your wrist ready. Get your wrist wrinkled. All right, so you can catch it with your leg extended and already turned. Catch it on your next step, your last step. You step once and then you pop up for a shot, both sides. And then the last thing is extended Manu Ginobili layups. Again, you have the ball high, not low. Like Evan had it low today. Have it high, and then you step across your body and across the entire key, diagonal to the opposite side. With the first step is reaching out. Second step is hiding it right here. And then you raise the shooting foot up as you shoot this shot on the opposite side of the rim, flicking it up and in. Do we have that? Those are the ISO workouts for tomorrow. See you guys then.
All right, guys. Hey, any questions or and let us know that you're in the comment section. All right, guys.
All right, attendance. We have ISO. Oh, the ISO workouts. One more thing about that. You guys did a good job today. Kendrick actually listened in for the first time. Mm-hmm. He said, insane. It's crazy from our end under mission control because I'm doing basically like 4 different workouts at the same time and 5 different locations, right? Counting my place. And everyone's talking to each other. But to the kids that aren't a part of the headsets, they see everything as like the most calm thing ever. So from our end, it's chaotic. From your end, hopefully it's going well. But you need to learn how to dribble with your eyes up, all right? So the best kids would be watching the video the night before and learning from it. I know that's not everybody because everyone's just not a superstar player. Everyone's not an all-star. People don't want to try hard. It happens. So you're not going to watch the video. And then you're also not going to remember from me teaching you. Okay, cool. But at the very, very least, you should watch the person before you going. All right? And you can only do that if you dribble with your head up. So you can't be staring down. Then when it's your turn, you have no clue what's going on. A few kids got caught like that today. Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking of challenges, I've been doing my 295-day challenge. I told you guys I was starting last Friday. All right. Well, my first day, some people got on me about my dunk sucking. And I was like, what? Dude, I'm not trying to. It's 50 dunks. That's a lot of dunks. I was trying to preserve some energy, but I was like, okay. And I'm getting old. My knees all hurt, right? I can't be moving that much. But I gave an all-out dunk session on Sunday. Now, it's not as good as my dunks used to be, but it took a lot out of me. I ran in for some dunks. So that's the only time that I'm going to do that this entire 295 days, because if I kept doing it, I would die. So look in the homework section or look on our page for my Sunday's dunks. It even says dunk show on there or something like that. Okay, you can watch that video if you ever wanted to see me dunk. Now I'm just doing drop step, just regular dunks, so I can really utilize my strength from my legs so I can get stronger right there. All right. So try to keep up to me. I'm working my hardest. Hope you guys are working your hardest.
All right, guys. The homework is the daily challenges. Let's do the listed daily challenges, and then I'm gonna pick a random grade, and then I want you guys to do that work.
This is in the daily book, by the way.
All right, so it's out of the daily book.
If you have the thick book, if you have this book, all right, this is the information in there. If not, maybe just listen right now.
So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick 6th grade. The 6th grade is the Euro Step Challenge.
So if you were a 5th grader and are going to be a 6th grader in fall, or whenever we started school back again, 2 years,
maybe. So that's the indirect Euro Step. All right. So
what is the actual challenge? What does it say?
The indirect Euro Step for 15 minutes.
The day 1. What is it?
Euro Step Challenge.
Oh yeah. So you're day 16.
Day 16
of the 4-week Euro Step Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so today, what does it say? Practice your indirect Euro step for 15 minutes.
Yep.
All right, so that's your challenge for the day. Make sure that you guys keep up with that stuff.
All right, and the monthly homework is the jumps, the 21 jumps. I saw Finn's video today. He did like 100. No, he did like 63, but that's a lot.
That's a ton.
That's a lot.
So you jump off your left leg, off your right. Off your left leg.
Yeah, he killed it.
Hey, you can lower your rim, by the way. I told you in the comment section. You can lower your rim and just dunk them.
It's the same thing,
but more fun.
Yeah.
Probably.
Then also comment and let us know how you're doing with those in the comment section. All right.
Dope. All right. First drills are the elementary school drills. Let me grab a green book real quick. All right. The elementary school drills for the day, there's 6 of them, but I'm just picking one to talk to you guys about. I'm going to go with, one of my favorites, 7-minute shooting. All right, for 7-minute shooting, it's a drill where you make 20 layups, hit 5 in a row from the elbows, and then you shoot threes. All right. When you make your layups, you want to dribble out to the elbow, reach out, keep your anchor foot in, and then dribble in with one dribble. Or you can just extend it, take no dribbles to get to the layup. All right. And then you do that to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, until you make 20. For the small kids, you guys may not make 20 in 7 minutes, but everyone else should make it in about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. All right. And then after that, you make 5 in a row elbow shots. And again, most players won't even get past that. All right. Try to make 5 in a row elbow shots until the 7 minutes cancels. Okay. And then if you do get 5 in a row from the elbow, then you shoot threes. And now you count your threes and you want to see how many threes that you can make. All right. My average score, or our average score for kids, about 12. No, for the good kids, about 12. For like most of our kids, less than 1, because they won't make five in a row. For, I think, a good player for middle school, maybe about 10. It's like a good score. For high school, 20. But what I did in college, and I was a bad shooter, worst on my team, I would get an average of about 28. And I was always super sad. I hated that drill. I was like, man, 28 only? Man, that's so hard. All right. And the best players, they would get about 42, 35, 38. All right. And I was at 28. Now when I do it, I can't get to 25. It's tough. All right. And I noticed most high schoolers can't either. So I was definitely better than a high school player shooting, which is weird because I think some of you guys are good shooters, but then I see you guys do this drill and your scores are so low. So we want you guys to do the 7-minute drill, but try to get a good score. And seriously, don't start thinking that your scores are good until you're about 20. All right. Be mad at yourself no matter what you get, and then you'll push yourself. All right.
All right. Zoom update. Last week's Zoom was pretty good. Started out slow. We had to get on a few people about the way they were working. But it ended well. It ended well because those people stepped up, and that was Troy, and it was Blake, and also want to thank Gavin for stepping in for Edward with the jump ropes. Although we kind of just threw him under the bus with it, he took it and he went with it. And even with the bad internet connection, you guys stepped it up and just jumped in when you could too.
When
so
Friends internet went
yeah,
out. So Blake got it.
Yeah, so Blake, Gavin, thanks and great job for that. So let's get better. Let's start this week out on a high note and end it on a high note. All right.
Dope. All right. Today's quote is "Keep going." All right. No matter what, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. All right. No. Whether you just started out, whether you've been at this for like years, all right, keep going. No matter what. All right. There's a quote by Martin Luther King. It says, I don't have it written down right now, so if I mess it up, I apologize. But it says, "If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving." You know I said that perfectly. Yeah, I love that. Okay. All right. So you just keep moving no matter what. All right? And it reminded me also of this Olympic runner. I think his name was O or something like that. He was this Asian dude, I think. If I'm messing that up, I'm sorry. But he ran in the Olympics, and when he's going to go get water, he was running the marathon. He trips over a curb, and he broke his leg. All right, and they had to get the ambulance in. They brought him in the thing. His broken leg, and he just like goes, "No, let me run, let me run." They're like, "No, you can't run." And finally, he just like begged them, and then he took crutches and he freaking started crutching. All right, 26 miles. Okay, he crutched for about 10 miles, and then he couldn't crutch anymore, so he started just like kind of like hobbling, like one crutch, and he's like bleeding from this thing, and then everyone's already done with the stupid race. All right, he comes in like 10 hours later, still just walking, and there's like ambulance right behind him, like following him, like very, very slowly. And he's like crawling now. He's crawling into the stadium, and the race has been over forever. All the lights are off, everything. As soon as he gets in the stadium, you're supposed to do a victory lap, but it's like one last lap in front of everybody. As soon as he gets in the stadium, they turn on the lights, and all of his people are there. Everyone from his country was like there. Not everyone in this country, but like everyone that was there watching the race from his country were there waiting for him to come. And they're just chanting his name. Oh, 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 like that. And he crawls the last lap. All right. And then he just faints in the end. And they asked him, why would you do that to come in last place? Why did you do that? And it's a very famous saying. You probably heard this too. He says, my country didn't send me 5,000 miles to run a race. My country sent me 5,000 miles to finish a race. Right. And I was like, whoa! They renamed the stadium after him. Now it's O Stadium, and that's how you do it. All right. Anyway, keep going.
Right. Homework videos. I have to give a big shout out to Cam. Cam put up about 6 videos.
Put in some work.
He put in some work. So good job, Cam. Finn, again, those jumps are all those jumps, man. I see you working, and with the guys with the Chastain challenge, you guys are still going strong.
Good job.
So you guys keep it up.
I watch for those every day.
Yeah.
Hey, and Cam, for your videos, I don't know if he's watching. Is he online?
I don't think so.
All right. But either way, Cam and everyone who's doing their stuff, when you do this stuff, really think about every single detail, because Cam for his jump shots just ran in and threw it up anywhere. Mm-hmm. Think. And some of you guys aren't old enough to think like that, but Leandro's old enough to think about his footwork. So think about what you're doing. Are your feet correct? Are your hands correct? Is your follow through correct? You can't just shoot up shots. However, all right, I apologize. You just can't. All right. Next thing for me, we're going to the middle school. And again, today's a practice day, so we're talking about team stuff. And this one is our press break, give and go. All right. And for the drill, we would just dribble forward, retreat dribble, flash middle, pass the ball to them, and then from that retreat dribble, sprint forward, and they will pass it right back to us, and we would go shoot a jump shot. For the games, though, this is crucial because we want to do those same things. You want to dribble forward on the press break. When they trap you, you have 2 people on you, right? That's a mismatch. All right, so you go backwards to lure them in away from everyone else, so that now you lure those 2 people in. Now, elsewhere, you have 4 people, they only have 3. You're going to go back. Since they're sprinting forward, it should be a fast going back, and then jump in the air with 2 hands and throw it like that, which is a tough throw. All right, you want to hit the middle. Now that you have those 2 guys back and you're right here, now is the time, since you're the guard, now is the time, since they're running forward, you sprint right by those 2. And if you can sprint right by those 2, now instead of 4 against 3, now it's 5 against 3. And if they can throw it right back to you, that's our best guard with the ball in their hands. So the middle person catches, pivots, throws it right back to you. Now we're going 5 against 3. But it takes a lot of energy, a lot of strength, a lot of speed, a lot of coherence to do all that. So we need you guys to get better at that stuff too. Just know that that's the goal in the end.
All right. Leaderboard mention. I'm gonna just give you guys the top 10 for this year, and then I'll explain what I want you guys to do about that. So, and number 1 is still Leandre. He's up over Finn by half a point now, but he's still ahead. And then there's Troy and Gabby. Blake, Gavin, Armand, Ren has moved up ahead of Andre. So our high schoolers are now below our middle school and elementary. And then there's Andre and Ben. With Edward right after Ben. Edward, I want you to get it in the top 10. I want you to get in the top 10 because you're working hard. You're coming to the Zoom workouts, but I need you to get to the top 10.
Keep going.
Keep going. Blake, Gavin, Armand, you guys are killing it. I know Finn is like just posting every day, all day, but you guys are killing it as well. So you guys, that's my top 10. And Edward, this is your challenge to get into the top 10.
All right, do it, guys. Do it. All right, for our high school drill, the last one that I'll speak about, it is one-on-one with personal rules. All right, that's one of my favorite ones because it's very nuanced. It's very mentally savvy, okay? Listen to this. So we go one-on-one, but I bring in each player one at a time. And I tell the player, I say, hey, I'll whisper it to them so that the other person doesn't hear. I'll say, you can't go left. You have to go right, or vice versa. whatever. I'll tell them to do something. I'll say, you can only dribble 2 times max, or you must do a crossover, or you must do a step back, or you must do a spin move. I'll give them some kind of rule, so that they can, one, work on stuff. So I'll tell a guy who can't go left, you must go left, so that you can work on stuff. But I'm also doing it for the defense. And by the end of the drill, I'll let them play for like 5 minutes. I want the defender to tell me what the offensive player's rule was. And I do that because when you're playing defense, every player has their favorite moves. Every player has the 3 or 4 favorite moves that they always do. Most people just 2, right? And if you can figure those things out, then you basically created your own scouting report, where in college they'll give you a scouting report and say, hey, this guy only does this or this or this. But if you can figure it out during the game live and make that be like a everyday thing where, oh, this guy's going left every time, let me force him right. Or this guy's going to dribble cross. Oh, or whenever he goes left, he shoots. Whenever he goes right, he goes all the way to the basket, which is the case for many, many players. All right. I realize that right-handed players, when they drive left, they can't pass that well. All right. So if you realize all this stuff, you can manipulate the situation defensively. So we do it for offense so you guys can learn better. We do it for defense so that you can learn how to guard them. That was my cue.
All right. My stock exchange. I think, well, one day last week I wanted you guys to get the jump rope down.
How's that good? I know I didn't bet on that one.
No,
I don't lose no money no more.
No, you guys. I think that's the one thing you guys can really get better at is the jump rope collectively.
We've been doing this quarantine for how long now? Like 2 months.
2 months.
I told y'all it takes 3 weeks to get good at jump rope. So for Blake Bastanian,
yeah,
you should have been good at it 4 different times by now. All right, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah. 5 minutes a day for 3 weeks. That's all it takes. Yeah, and then you would be like Rocky. All right. And again, you don't want to double jump. You just want to just throw it. You got to get good. Cam has to get better. There's a lot of Armand has to get better. Yeah. So many players just so bad. You have to get good.
Yeah, guys. So that's my stock is still low.
Plummeting.
It's plummeting, guys.
If you had jump ropes, sell those stocks right now. They're trash.
Yeah, just get rid of it. Just let it go.
All right. Anyways, my story for the day. It's a long one, so those of you who have the book, you guys can follow along. All right, but it's so we live in a pretty affluent area. Affluent means I'm rich, all right? And that means that the parents here were successful. Now, unless their parents were also rich and passed them the money down, chances are they worked hard. And even if they did have money growing up, they probably just worked hard. That's why they still have money, right? So your parents know how to work. I'm not saying that they're Kobe Bryant level of working, but they're up there, right? So sadly, they're the exact parents that you shouldn't have if you want to be great at basketball, all right? Because it's backwards. You know why? Because they've worked so hard. I'll just read it to you. Many parents have worked their hardest in college or later to achieve the status they now have, where they get to vacation and do other things they've rightfully earned. The trick is to either emulate who they were or to work as hard as they play now. You can't expect your parents to work as diligently for your dreams as they once worked for theirs. They're not going to do it again is the answer. All right? They're not. All right? They already worked their butts off, and now you want them to work again for something that should be yours and drag you out of bed and like say, come on, you can do it, Billy. No. They worked hard for one reason. They want vacations. And I don't know, if I made $1 million a year, I don't know how many vacations I would go on. Actually, I probably wouldn't, but most people would. I mean, so when they go on vacation for a month, what does their kid do? Goes on vacation. Mm-hmm. Does their kid keep working out? Well, no. If they went on so many vacations when they were growing up, could they have become like as great as they were? Probably not. Not if they were like skipping school for it, right? But you're not skipping school, you're skipping basketball. So that's why you're not succeeding at basketball. All right. So you have to see it as basketball is your school and do whatever your parents did to get as good as they've gotten, but do it for basketball. So whenever your parents say, hey, do you want to miss basketball today? You say, well, when you were growing up, would you have missed school for a day? And if they say yeah, then sure. But if they say no, you want to copy them. You want to copy success stories, but copy them in ways that they're successful. All right. So either work as hard as they used to, or work as hard as they play now. All right. Because I know that they're having fun. So you need to, as much as they want to play, you need to work that hard. Got it? All right.
All right. So
You got 5.
I got a story for you guys, and it's about this former player. His name was Anthony Penny Hardaway.
Anthony was his real name.
Anthony is his real name.
Penny
was his baller name.
Baller name.
So Penny Hardaway, before he got drafted to the NBA, he was in the movie with Shaq called Blue Chips.
This is like in the 90s.
This is before your time, but Blue Chips is a great movie. He gets drafted by Orlando. He plays with Shaq. He was really, really good. He was Magic Johnson.
He was like Magic. Like Magic and Michael Jordan combined.
Yes, this guy was amazing. He and Shaq, they went to the finals their second year together. Played against Houston, got routed.
Routed means
routed.
Beat by a lot.
They got swept. He then went to Phoenix. He got traded to Phoenix.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got traded to Phoenix. Had to play against Shaq in the conference finals with Kobe. They got beat in the 6th game.
So he in that time though he got hurt.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be very, very, very good. Then he got hurt.
He got hurt.
About half the play.
He hurt his knee, but he still played, and it got worse because back then guys didn't sit out. If 80%, 85%, you got back to playing, but he found out it was worse than he thought, and they let him go. He went to Phoenix, ended up going to a couple of other places. Then he started coaching. He helped his friend coach the middle school basketball team, and ended up coaching high school. And those same guys that he coached in high school ended up going to Memphis, where he ended up coaching now, where he coaches now, his old alma mater. So most of those guys that are on that school's team is now his players.
Wait, so he coached these players.
He's coached his players in middle school,
and then he coached them in high school.
In high school,
and then now he's coaching them in college.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah. So
and he's a coach at Memphis, right?
Yes, now. And he also has an alter ego. His name is Lil Penny.
Lil Penny, not little. Lil.
Like Lil Wayne, like that. So Penny was quiet. Penny was quiet. Lil Penny did all the trash talking.
Guys, this kid was famous. Now, Little Penny, he was a little doll.
Yeah.
And he talked. He'd be like, "Hey, man," like that. All right. And they had commercials like Nike commercials, but Lil Penny was in so many commercials.
Yes.
Not the real Penny Hardaway, but Lil Penny. Mm-hmm. He was in the commercials. Yeah. I don't think Penny Hardaway did that many commercials.
No, he was.
No, Lil Penny did all the commercials.
Penny Hardaway was a co-star.
Yeah, so maybe look that up too.
Yeah, look that up.
Look it up on YouTube.
Look up Lil
Penny commercials.
Yes,
it's pretty hilarious.
Penny Hardaway, Penny Hardaway was Magic and Jordan, and he was great. If he had gotten hurt, he would be
like Hall of Fame
level. Yeah. So look him up, guys. This is NBA history for you.
Now, when I was growing up, they actually compared me to Penny Hardaway. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna be like Penny Hardaway," because I was a tall guard, and that was like the guy that everyone wanted to be. All right. Yeah. And then he got hurt. Everything changed, but he's still a legend in our eyes because those were my first fancy shoes.
Oh man!
I had the pennies.
I did.
They were so light.
Yes.
It's like they weighed nothing, but because they were light, they also kind of wore out really fast. So you could only wear them for maybe six months, but they were dope though.
They're very fashionable now. You can just wear them for fashion now.
All right, guys. Hey, that was story time with Kendrick. Let us know if you like the story. Let us know if you request some other stories as well. He's just telling you guys stuff that he watches. He loves those shows much that maybe you might be like that one day, where you just like the history of the NBA. So again, study up on it. We're gonna switch it over to our Zoom workout. Again, a quick 15 minutes of just working out. It starts at 5:45. But again, we'll check in about 5 minutes. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Awesome job, everybody. All right. Say bye, Kendrick.
All right, guys. See you.
All right. And we are. Which one should I play? Well, how about that one right there? Let's do it.
You talked about not going to.
I have a dream.
Might as well. Peace, y'all.
One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners, will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood? I have a dream. One day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into generations of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.